Hey guys, so I just wanted to come on here and talk a little bit. I know I've kind of been like MIA this whole week. See my laptop? It's a hot mess. It's like all scratched up and gross looking. I think it's old. It's like from like 2009. Anyways, yeah, I know I've kind of been like MIA this whole week. You probably won't even see this till Monday. Um, but there's just been a lot going on this week. Kind of stressful. I applied for a job that I really wanted. I didn't get it. That sucked. I have a whole get ready with me for an interview thing that I filmed that I was gonna like post, and I probably still will post it. But it's kind of disheartening. I don't explain the whole reasons why I didn't get it and all that stuff in that video. But this whole week, I interviewed for it Monday. I don't know if I'm gonna upload like one video all week, but I interviewed for it Monday, and then I kind of haven't done anything all week because I've just been really stressed out, like waiting to hear back from this company. And yeah, I'll get into that in the other video. And then Mike applied for a job in Wabash, and he got it. He just got the call today that he got the job, but he had his interview Wednesday, and so I went with him up to Wabash because there's a really big pet store up there I like to poke around, and since I no longer travel for work anymore, I don't get to go up to Wabash and poke around that pet store. So he dropped me off there while he went for his interview. Otherwise, I haven't really done a lot this week. It's just kind of been stressful, just like waiting to hear from these people, and I've just felt unmotivated to do anything YouTube related because of it, I guess. Though I have done quite a bit of yard work. I've been working on edging our yard, which is, I don't know, it's looking better in the back. I haven't done the front. I did that for like Monday and Tuesday. My dog and my cat's got in a fight, if you heard that. It happens. They're okay though. But yeah, I just want to come on here and say, what are you doing? Now the cat's like crawling in my box of nail polish. She just chased him off. You can see him in there. Okay, so whatever that was about. Um, yeah, I've done like a lot of yard. I really haven't done a whole lot this week. I mean, other than yard work, which I mean that took literally like 2 days to do the backyard. We have so many walkways. I don't even know whose idea it was to put in that many sidewalks in my backyard. But yeah, it was extremely overgrown, and there was some places that were completely covered in dirt, and it had to be like unburied, uncovered. So even though I haven't like done a lot as far as like doing a lot of different stuff, I did a lot as far as I did the same thing for 2 days straight because it was just that bad. Um, but it's looking better. And yeah, I really haven't done a whole lot this week other than that. But I just want to call on here and be like, hey, sorry, I just kind of like disappeared. I mean, there's still a lot of stuff I want to do with YouTube. I'm still going to continue doing YouTube. Since I didn't get this job, probably be doing it a lot. Hopefully be getting back to doing the like whole daily thing. But I just, like I said, this week I just didn't feel like doing it. And I also just didn't feel like doing my hair and my makeup. That was like a big part of it. Like I was just like not motivated to do any of this stuff. Especially when I was outside most of the time doing work outside. But I'm just painting my nails orange for Halloween. Yay. But next week I will, which will be this week, since this will probably go up Monday. I'm gonna be filming and uploading my empties and my favorites, and that interview video. Because I mean, there's still a slim chance they could call and offer me the job, but it's looking like that's not gonna happen. So, which again, I'll explain that and I'll upload that one Tuesday. So, yeah. Yep. You know, there's just so much stress and not necessarily stress, but and it's something I've been thinking about for a while. But there's so much stress or pressure put on women to always look pretty with a full face of makeup and hair and nice clothes, to have a good job and bring in money to cook and clean and do all the laundry and to be there to raise their kids and have like a platter of homemade cookies when they come in through the door type stuff. And it's kind of aggravating. You ever think about that? It's something I've been thinking about this week. I mean, because I feel bad for not bringing in money. And it's not that my husband's pushing me to get a job. He's not. He's never said anything about it. After things fell through with my last couple jobs, and I was like, what do you think about me being a stay-at-home wife? And he's like, it's fine, and we make enough money with my job if that's what you want to do. But just from everything you see in society and magazines and TV, and it's like just so much pressure, like outward pressure. It's not even necessarily pressure from like within your own family, but it's just like societal pressure to like be perfect all the time and to do everything and do everything perfectly, which it's completely not gonna happen. I mean, that's unrealistic, but I don't know. I guess I've just been overthinking that kind of stuff this week, and that's just kind of had me like stressed feeling. So I don't know. Kind of tired. Oh, something interesting did happen to me today. It was quite terrifying, actually. Sorry for all these really crappy camera angles. I'm sitting down, and it's like no place to prop up my phone. But I was getting ready to head to UPS today, and I've been using Mike's car because his car has 2 of the bolts on the passenger side tire like broke off. So it's only held on by like 3 bolts. So I've been using that car until we can get it fixed, since he's the one that has to drive to Lafayette and back every day. Because if I go anywhere, it's just around town. So if it was like breakdown or something, I'm not going to be that far away from home. And I haven't really been going that far, but I did need to go to UPS today to drop off some boxes for Yertle. And I pulled out of the drive, okay, like backed up out of the garage, that went fine. But then like I went to go drive into the alley, and like it acted like my car didn't want to go. It just kind of like idled into the alley. And I was like, okay, whatever, that's weird. And I figured it was because I was in flip-flops. So I kicked my flip-flops off because, especially with chunky flip-flops. Like if they're just like normal flip-flops, like the kind you from Old Navy that are thin, I don't have a problem driving in those. But like these thick, chunkier ones I've been wearing, I normally kick them off when I drive because I feel like I can't feel the gas and brakes very well, if that makes any sense, with my feet. So I'll just drive barefoot. Which in the state of Indiana, it is completely legal to drive barefoot. I know in some states it's illegal. Indiana, it is completely okay to do that. And whatnot. I can remember being in driver's ed, and they told us, they're like, if you show up with flip-flops on for your drive test, we'll have you take them off and drive barefoot. So it's legal for Indiana. Which I kind of like driving barefoot, because I can like kind of grip the pedal. That probably sounds really weird, but I don't know. I like it. So anyways, I kicked my flip-flops off, and I put my foot on the gas. And normally when I drive barefoot, I just use my big toe. Like I don't put the whole foot on, just my big toe. Stop chewing on that. She's like trying to chew on the door frame. But what are you doing? What are you doing? You want to come say hi? Oh, Miss Molly. Miss Molly. Look at the little puppy. Look at that little puppy. Little puppy. Okay. But, yeah, so I tried to give it a little bit of gas, and it, like, just revved the engine. I didn't really do anything. And I was like, okay, that's weird. Maybe I didn't give it enough gas. Maybe I didn't push hard enough. So I pushed down harder, and the car just, like, took off. Like, the accelerator got stuck, and the car just took off. And I had to jam my foot on the brakes and push it all the way down to the floorboard to get it to stop the car. And even then, it was trying to idle. Like, it was making a lot of weird revving sounds and trying to idle. It was weird. So I slammed it into park, and I went and found my neighbor, and he helped me push it back into our parking space. But it brought back a lot of memories, because I had a car accident 3 years ago where somebody pulled out in front of me, and I hit them, and it was kind of like, okay, so I'm heading northbound, and they're wanting to turn from Walgreens onto the southbound lane. Well, the southbound lane is full. There's like the light is red. There's no way they're going to get over there. There's too many cars. So I see them. I know they want to go that way, but I'm like, oh, they're not going to turn out. So I fidgeted with my radio. I was wanting to change the station, or I was searching for a station or something, or putting in a CD. I don't remember, but I like looked down to mess with the radio for a second. And when I looked back up, they are sitting broadside in the middle of the northbound lane, because they can't get into the southbound lane, because the southbound lane is still at a red light. There's no room for them to get into it. And I had just enough time to think, well, shit, I'm going to get a new car. And then I slammed into the back of them. And I kind of took a second to assess the damage. I was like, okay, it's over with. I'm okay, because, I mean, I hit them going at about 30, 35 miles an hour. And of course, they were just sitting still. And it was the bed of a pickup truck. And it was like right in front of the back tire on the pickup truck. And the light goes green on the southbound lane. The cars start moving. And then the pickup truck, I shit you not, just drives off. I thought I was like entangled in the bed of this truck, because I hit him pretty hard. It like smashed up the whole front end of my Pontiac. But apparently I wasn't like embedded to them, because they just drove off. And it turned out that my accelerator was stuck on my car. And when they pulled off from in front of me, my car just took off. And I went through 3 intersections. Couldn't stop my car. I thought I was going to die for sure. Every intersection I came up to, the light went green, like right when I came up to it, because it'd be red, and then it'd be like seconds before I would go through the intersection, and it would turn green. And it did that for 3 of them. During that time period, I called 911. 911 kept the operator from 911. All he wanted to do was ask me my name, and I was trying to tell him I was just in a wreck. My car won't stop. I'm heading northbound on LaFountain Street here in Kokomo. I need help. I need something. And all he did was, ma'am, calm down and tell me your name. Ma'am, I need you to calm down and tell me your name. Like, I wasn't crying. I mean, I was kind of frantic. But at that point, my thoughts were, I'm probably going to die. You're the last person on earth I'm going to speak with. Why does my name matter? I am the one car that is just going with not stopping, and just, you know, I'm telling you all the information. I'm telling you the car I'm in. I'm telling you I can't stop it. Dispatch a police officer that's within my area or something. I don't know. I don't know what you need to do, but something. But anyways, I come up to the 4th intersection, and the light is red, not turning green at all. And my thoughts are, fuck, I'm gonna die. So, because I seen there was like, it was a 4-way intersection, and there was like a car wanting, there's like 2 or 3 cars that would have hit me, like, because they had the green light, and they had been driving right when I would have went through the intersection. So I gave it my last ditch effort, and yes, at some point I remember I put on the emergency brake. So I had my foot on the brake, and it was pushed down to the floorboard. I had my emergency brake on. The car was still going at about 20 miles an hour. I couldn't get it to stop, even with the brakes on. So I just slammed it into park, and that stopped it, and I was able to take the keys out. Well, more like I yanked them out. And it just so happened that a firefighter had seen the whole thing. He wasn't like on duty or anything, but he followed me in his car until I got my car stopped. And then he came up to me and he was like, hey, you need to get out of the car, your engine's smoking, I've seen everything, and the police are on the way, I've called them. The dispatcher from 911 overhears that and says, oh, I hear the police are on the way, and hangs up the phone on me. I shit you not, hangs up the phone. So, and long story short, I mean, the cops came out, checked everything. The firefighter gave his witness, or his statement from witnessing the accident, was like, you know, it's not her fault. They pulled out in front of her. They kept going, but they never found the pickup. They never found a guy. So that really freaking sucked. And I had just paid that car off like 2 weeks before the accident. Oh, that is life. But, and speaking of, we literally paid off Mike's car like 2 or 3 weeks ago. And it's okay, like it's fucked. So, so is life, I suppose. But the fact that the accelerator on this car just like went, like, oh my god. Deja vu, brought back all those memories of Like, it was horrible. Like, I came inside and I wanted to cry. I went and found the neighbor, and he helped me put my car back, and I just came inside, and I've been sitting on the couch pretty much all day because it just really shook me up and brought back so many memories of that accident. I mean, that in that accident, I legitimately thought I was gonna die. Like, oh my god, that was terrifying. Like, absolutely terrifying. So, yeah, that just kind of ruined my whole day. And now we have to find out what's wrong with his car and get it fixed. And this is the third car that he has had since him and I have been together. We just have the worst luck with cars. Or he does. I don't know. Probably both of us. This, my car is still doing really good. I mean, knock on wood, but it's doing really good. We haven't had any problems with it. And we've had some minor problems, but nothing like major. But, and my car is older than his. Mine's like a 97 and has like 200,000 plus miles on it, but it's still going like a champ. And his is like, I think it's like a 2000 or 2002, something like that, maybe 2005. Has like 150,000 miles, if that. Maybe it's 50,000. I don't remember, but I don't know what we're gonna do if we have to get a new car, because I know most banks want you to have worked at your job for at least 6 months before they want to give you a loan. And since Mike is quitting his job in 2 weeks and getting a new one, which it's good because the job he currently has, there's like so much stupid going on, and he's extremely stressed out all the time. Plus, it's like almost a 2-hour drive for him to get to work every day. So Wabash will be closer, and it sounds like it'll be less stupid. Like, he won't have to deal with people. It's more like, because he's an IT guy, so he like fixes people's computer problems, like within that company. Sorry, I'm gonna move. See if I can get a better angle here. I don't know if that helps or not, but I'm tired of staring at my double chin. But yeah. So he's a computer guy, and the current job he has, like, if anybody has any issues, they just come and get him, and typically it's like stupid stuff. Like the other day, he went out there to set up a printer that was supposed to be on some guy's desk, but the guy wasn't there that day, and he like had to run wires to the desk or something. I'm not for sure. But I mean, all the guy had to do when he came like to work the next day was like unlock his desk, poke the wire through it, and plug it in, because I guess the plug was like in his desk or behind his desk, or I don't really know how the setup was. But it was stupid easy. Plug it in, right? The next day, the guy calls and is like, the printer's not working, I don't know why. And so Mike goes down there to look at it, and it just needed plugged in. Like, that's all it was. And it's stupid stuff like that all the time. And sometimes the people in the departments, like, what they're supposed to do is talk to their manager. And then if their manager deems it worthy of the IT guys, then they're supposed to transfer it on to the IT guys. Well, the people in each individual department at this factory that he works with, like, they don't even go to their manager. They just email the IT guy. And typically it's something really stupid. Like, I don't know, like the printer. But, so this one sounds like it's not going to be all those issues. Plus, it's with like a medical doctor's office type thing, but it's like a medical branch. Like, there's a possibility he could get transferred to the Kokomo location, just because it's more like he'll be like, what is it called? Remoting into computers to fix stuff type thing. So there's a good chance they can just, even though the Wabash branch is like the main branch, they said that they could likely, after his training, transfer him to the Kokomo one, and he could do all the work out of Kokomo, just because he'll be like remoting in, and if they have an issue, it's like a help desk ticket and all that jazz. Like, I don't really understand all that stuff. I'm not that into computers and fixing them and stuff like that. And I feel like I went completely off topic here, because I don't even remember what I was talking about prior to that. But yeah, I don't know what we're gonna do if this car is fucked, because there's no way that we can go get another car right now. We can't afford it, because, well, yeah, we don't have the money in the bank to just go buy one, and it's gonna be like a good 6 months likely. I mean, I could be wrong, but I know when I went to go apply for a car loan, and maybe it's just because I had a part-time job. It might be different if you have like a full-time job. Sorry, I'm looking at my nails, they're so pretty. Maybe it's different if you have a full-time job, but at least with a part-time job with the bank that I banked at, which was a credit union, they wanted you to have at least 6 months with your job before they would give you 6 months plus your credit score to be a certain place before they give you a loan. So it could be different, like if you go through a car dealer or if you have like a full-time job like he does, like maybe that will make all the difference. But I don't know. I don't know. But if this car is boned, like I think we just need to go get a new car. Like we were planning on getting a pickup truck this coming spring, but we were just gonna get like some cheapo truck, like pretty much use it as a tool, like not like a daily driver kind of vehicle, but just like, you know, if we need to haul something, like that kind of pickup truck. And I would like to get a 4-wheel drive pickup that we can put a snowplow on the front of. And it can be a cheapo truck with rust wheels on the side. I don't care, just something that like works, you know. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I'll have to see how this stuff goes with the car, and hopefully it's not completely boned. But, and at this point, like, and my neighbor mentioned, he was like, well, that sounds like maybe it's something to do with the fuel injector or whatever, which the car is supercharged, because he was asking if the car was like like a fuel injector or something. I don't understand all that car stuff. Like, I know some stuff, I don't know all. Oh, Molly wants to show off her new toy. She got that the other day, and it's like as big as she is. It's funny when she tries to drag it around. It's really big. But, yeah. So is life. But my mom's always said that bad things happen in threes. So I didn't get the job. Mike's car broke down. What's number 3? I'm not very superstitious, but I have found in life that that is typically true. So hopefully my car doesn't break down. I don't know. Maybe number 3 will just be that the car is going to be expensive to fix. Because right now, like, that's kind of like the silver lining is the fact that I don't have a job, so he can use my car, and it's a non-issue. Whereas we've had his cars break down before. Like I said, this is his 3rd car in the 3 years we've been together. And before, I always had a job. So it was always like, well, how are we going to get you to work and get me to work? And sometimes I actually had to call off of work so he could take my car. So at least this time, that's like not an issue. So, I don't know. But, anyways, I just want to come on here and tell you guys that I am still alive. I will still be making YouTube videos. Hopefully we'll go back to our regular scheduled daily programming after this whole fiasco. But I just wasn't feeling it this week, guys. So, I'm sorry. And, yeah. I'll see you guys later.